Bonjour! Bonjour!
No. Time for bladder check.
Check.
So it's a show?
It's a lifestyle.
It's a religion.
My emotions! My emotions!
I'm still French.
Ouais, c'est pas faux.
I'm a woman, Mary. I can be as contrary as I choose.
Non, moi je crois qu'il faut que vous arrêtiez d'essayer de dire des trucs.
Hello, I'm Laura. I still don't know how to pronounce it in English. Two things before beginning this reaction video. I'm sorry to be late for this reaction video about Fear the Walking Dead Season 5 Episode 4. I'm late because yesterday was a really hard day for me in my personal life, so I had many things to deal with and I didn't have the time to watch the episode, to film my reaction videos about that, to edit the reaction video. I hadn't time in my day yesterday to do that. I'm sorry for that. And the second thing, you just saw my new credit. I don't know if I can say that. I already tried it with The 100 and The Expanse, but not with Fear the Walking Dead. So tell me what you're thinking about it. I tried to put a lot of things in it, like the fact that I'm doing reaction videos. I'm French, even if I'm speaking English, but you can say, I think, that I'm French with my beautiful accent, and also that I can react a lot during shows, I can cry also. So really I tried to put a lot of things in this credit. Tell me what you are thinking about it, if you love it or not. Okay, so now I'm gonna watch Fear the Walking Dead Season 5 Episode 4. So far, I love this season. Really, I love it. Not just because of the return of Daniel and Dwight, that's really great for the show, but really because for me, they found really their identity with this show. They took time to find it, and the last season was already good, better than the other ones, and for me this season 5 is really about that, about them doing their stuff with their identity. They are connected with The Walking Dead because of Dwight and because of Morgan, but they have also their own stuff to deal with, and they have really a lot of storylines during this season with the crazy kids, with Logan's group, with the Men in Black's group, I don't know how to name them, with Alycia, who is getting crazy, if you want my opinion about that. Not crazy, but I think that at some point during this season she's gonna lose herself because she had a lot to deal with. Her mother's death, her brother's death, and now she's a leader of this group, and we can already see that she's acting impulsively and she's not listening to Morgan. They can be a good team, the two of them together. They can be good leaders together, but right now I'm not sure that Alycia is really listening to everything that Morgan is saying. We'll see about that. I cannot wait also to have Daniel and Morgan in the same place because, like I said during my last reaction videos, I'm gonna put a link if you want to see it. Morgan is representing the hope in this show, the optimistic way of thinking that we can save people, we can help them, and Daniel is really representing the cynical way of thinking in this world, like we have to survive just alone, not with other people. People are bad in this world, so we have to survive and we don't care about the rest of the world. So really to have the two of them in the same place to talk together, and maybe they can be good also together not as a team, because I don't think that Daniel can be really a leader for this group. For me, Alycia and Morgan together can be good leaders, but for me Daniel can really be also a part of this group, and he can bring something new in this group. They are too optimistic right now. They are too idealistic. I don't know if you can say that in English, but they are really thinking that they can save everyone, and I'm sorry, but you can't. I already watched The Walking Dead, and I can already say that to you. You can't save everyone. That's really nice to think like that, but you can't. And I think during this season they're gonna learn this lesson. We'll see about that. So let's go for this episode 4. Of course, they have to bring a cat, so we can feel that he's a good person. Yeah, the cat. Of course he's a good person. He only has this cat in his life. He is all alone. The cat is gonna warn him. He's following her.
She's not there.
How do you know that?
That's not where they are. There.
If it's a trap, Dylan.
This is where you get the plane. This is where you can leave, right?
You really want to help them? Because you want them to leave quick? I'm not sure. You know, with crazy kids, we can't be sure. What, my dear?
Where's the six-pack?
Risky or abdominal?
Yeah.
Find neither here.
The instrument gauges, we need those.
Well done, Daniel, well done.
Send a child to do your dirty work.
You know that she's here. Charlie.
Show yourself. If you hurt her. I am not going to
No, he's not going
I
to
am
do that.
going to save her. From you.
A lot of people wants to save the child.
Dylan, if there's anything you want to talk about, you can.
I want this kid to be good, but I know that he has crazy brother and sister, so I'm not sure we can trust him. See?
Yeah, I was careful.
The man in black.
Yeah?
Everything okay?
Couldn't find the tape.
Liar. I love this cat. He's so gonna die. He's really the character thing of this show, so he's gonna die.
One of them came to your door asking for help.
And you rejected him.
Let's go find some other joke hearts.
Come on, Charlie. You can do that. You can manipulate him or telling him the truth and convince him. Cat, be careful. They're gonna break the glass and the cat is gonna die. I said that. Please don't. This is gonna break the glass and the cat is gonna die. I don't want this cat to die. Come on, cat.
We'll lead it to the warehouse. The gates will hold.
Go to the old utility road.
Why? What's there? Because we gotta find our friend. So what happens?
Is it a new trap, kid? Please.
They're not dead. We lied. I lied. We fixed the whole thing. Because we were scared.
Just because of that, I don't think that those kids are acting all alone.
Okay. I think they're lost.
She was not bitten. Really? You lost your gun?
There's a bit of a hole in that plant. About 36 feet wide. I had to break the fence down to get this bird out of its cage.
You know how to drive?
Kind of.
Take the instruments to Victor. Get the plane and go.
But I don't want to just leave.
Yes?
Your friends need help.
What are you gonna do? Daniel, please! You're not gonna sacrifice yourself. You're just back. You're not gonna do that, Daniel. Tell me that he has a plan.
I'm sorry. I tried to kill you. You still think this is about what you did to me on the dam, Victor? Same thing is always about with you. Lies.
What lies?
I told him that I knew who she was. I lied. We finally found her. It was too late. And I couldn't tell her what I wanted her to know.
What? That you love? Oh,
What was
she knows. She knew.
Doesn't matter now.
Come on. No, I'm not gonna cry. You're lying. Kids. Thank you. Look at them. They're really the king and the queen of this world. Oh no. Kids. A lot of crazy kids.
It's not just us.
I knew that there were not a lot, but I was not expecting that there were a group of kids.
That helped you. I told you to leave, Victor.
He's not gonna do that.
Bring down the hammer.
Here you are. We've got a problem. Be careful, everyone, be careful. Come on, Daniel. Grab him and save him, please.
Come on!
Oh, it's just activating. Ah! Yes. And now we are gonna have to watch the play. What? Strand changed. You have to admit it.
I'm not gonna shoot you in the face.
That's a thank you.
It's the truth. I think they can help us too.
He's right.
Help you to what? To do what? Crazy Annie, please.
We can help you find your friend. But like we said before, we can't leave.
People back at the camp. They were your parents, right?
Oh no. And you are keeping them safe.
What were you going to tell her?
Okay. I'm preparing my pillow for that moment.
Every day brings a chance to start over. Chance to get it right. Something tells me you need to hear that too.
No. He just said 3 sentences. You're not gonna cry just because of 3 sentences.
On my own for this long, I need to go and take care of it. Look at the Skidmark.
Oh,
You're welcome to stay until you help your friends. Everything here, consider it yours. Friend asked me to say this. For when things get better.
it's really He's not gonna be a part of this group. He's not gonna join them. I want him to join them. Daniel, stay.
You're sad.
You didn't know that he had a son?
himself to kill her either.
What are their names?
She was Jenny. He's Dwayne.
No, I'm not gonna cry. Just because of 3 sentences again.
Get down!
What? What is it? The helicopter! The helicopter that took Rick!
Those people, they came back.
Why are they leaving?
Maybe they're going what they came for.
What? Al? Okay, we have to talk about that end, and really, if you are watching The Walking Dead, you have also to watch this episode and this season of Fear the Walking Dead. It's really my advice for all of those who are watching The Walking Dead and not Fear the Walking Dead. You have to give it a try to Fear the Walking Dead, to stay with us for this Season 5. The helicopter who took Rick was taking people from Janice for months, years. So they are used to that. They need people to do something. That the same people that took Al at the beginning of this season, so we can understand that they also took Al to the same place that they took Rick. So it means that Rick and Al are gonna meet. That's great. That's really great. But it's not really great for Al, because it means that we're not gonna see Al for episodes or maybe seasons now, with that information that she was in that helicopter. I think she was. I think it's a more logical thing that they are taking people from places to bring them to their town, their place. So it makes sense if they are taking also Al. Yes, for me, Al was on this helicopter and they just took her to go on the same place where Rick is now. So we're not gonna see Al until... I'm a little sad about that end, but because of what it means, because of the fact that we're not gonna see Al until episodes or seasons now. But I think that this choice made by the writers is really clever and really nice for the show and for the possibility of a crossover between The Walking Dead and Fear the Walking Dead. That's clever. That's really clever in the way of writing each show. Okay, let's talk about this episode. We didn't see Dwight during this episode, so I'm a little sad because I was really enjoying his return during the last one. But it's okay because we didn't see also John and his girl, so it makes sense that we didn't have news from this group. This episode was really more about Morgan and Alycia discovering the group of kids and why they are doing what they are doing. They are protecting this camp and they are protecting the dead in the camp because they are their parents. They didn't accept yet that their parents are really dead and they can't do anything about that. They have hope. I don't know if we can say that they have really hope because they saw what deaths are now, so they saw that they can't change. But like Morgan said, they can't help themselves, but not killing them, keeping them like that. I was gonna say alive, but no, they are not alive, but yes, they are keeping them like that. The second part of this episode was about Daniel. For me, it was not about Daniel and Charlie and the rest of the group. No, it was really about Daniel, because you know, we began this episode with Daniel, with the fact that he's alone in his life, he's just living his stuff with his cat. It changed during this episode, but not so much if you are really thinking about it. Like I said at the introduction of this video, Daniel for me is really the cynical in this show, is really just surviving all alone, and he finished the episode also like that. He's alone, he's surviving alone. I think that he doesn't imagine him being a part of a group, of any group, and that's why he accepted at the end to help Charlie, to help Strand, to give them the plane, but also all of his place, because he wants to help them, but he doesn't want to live with them. He doesn't want this life as a group of people surviving together in this world. I think that this character is really thinking that surviving together as a group in this world is not possible. At some point you're gonna lose people, at some point you're gonna be disappointed by people, at some point you're gonna lose yourself because of the others. So really for me, Daniel is thinking like that, and I'm sad about that, because really him being a part of this group, it would be so interesting and so nice to see him reacting and discussing with the others, because he can really bring something new, but I can also understand his point of view, and yet for me he's really thinking that the together thing in this world, that can be possible, and is preferring the surviving alone thing. I'm really wondering about Al and what are they gonna do with Al, because in The Walking Dead, when they took Rick, they helped Rick, you know? They were curing, I don't know if we can say that in English, they were helping him, so Al didn't need help, she just needed answers. Maybe I had this flash thought, maybe she follows them in purpose. You know what I mean? She's following news, she's following stories, she's a journalist, she wants to know what is happening and why, so maybe she follows them at the end. I mean, we didn't see what she was doing on the last episode, during the last episode, so maybe at first she was kidnapped by the Men in Black, but at the end maybe maybe she follows them. Do you understand what I mean? Maybe it's just my optimistic way of thinking, but I'm wondering about that. Okay, so that's it. That's all for Fear the Walking Dead for today. Tell me, what did you think about this episode, and if you think that my series about Daniel and about Al can be right or not. If you read the books, the comic books, and if you know already what are those Men in Black, Please don't tell me, don't put any spoilers in the comments. Tell me if... I don't know. I'm really wondering about all of that. You can tell me also what your theories are. It can be interesting to discuss about your theories and mine. So yes, tell me about that. So it's all for Fear the Walking Dead for today, and it's all for me for now, so bye for now. Bye!
Wait a minute, Doc. Are you telling me that you built a time machine?
Crazy.